Miss Jody, Beverly, Vicky. Mike was here first, I think, saying so in the chat. So it will be noted for Mike was first tonight. Vicky, Beverly Bradford, Jody Gardner, my friends. Listen, Beverly, your dental appointment went okay. You got a referral for sedation dentistry. So you can get work done on your teeth. I'm happy with that. I'm so happy for you, Beverly. I have an interesting story about sedation dentistry, but I won't tell it if you don't want me to. But if you would like to hear a story with a sort of funny lilt to it about that, I have one. As usual, basically, that's sort of my party trick is that you can name almost anything and I'll have a story about it. But I do, okay. So but I want to check with Beverly because Beverly's having this appointment and it's important to me that I don't fuck it up for her. So I would prefer, I'll tell you Vicky later for sure, but I want to check with Bev first because she may have some qualms about the dentist. Although I will say this is a very happy story. Okay, Kate's in. Okay, well, I'm hopeful. What we'll do is give Bev a moment to duck out if she doesn't want to hear the dentistry story. Um, Thank you for being here. While you guys are gathering and deciding about your dentist ability to listen to a dentist story or not, please go ahead and hit that like button. Courtney's here as well. Thank you. Hi, baby boo boo. I was thinking about you today. I'm about to tell Vicky goes to the dentist on Monday. I'm about to tell a dentistry story that has to do with sedation dentistry. It is not a bad story, but I am giving Bradford the moment to either say no or duck out because she was the one that mentioned she got a referral for that. And, it's like when you're pregnant. Here's the thing. You have high anxiety. Okay. So, Beverly, I think this story will be fine for you. I do. I trust me on this. Promise. I promise you. Okay. But, but just have a good sense of humor about it. Um, the dentist is hard, guys. Like, it's a tough thing for some people to deal with. However, kudos to my mother. That was not the case for me. Peculiarly, oh, I can't say the word. In a very peculiar way, I was never afraid of the dentist. I always had a good time at the dentist. I have very fond recollections of visiting the dentist. And it wasn't until I was much older that my mother informed me that she had me sedated for most dentistry procedures as a child. And I was like, what? I wasn't afraid of the dentist. She's like, no, but I was. And so the dentist was actually so cognizant of her fear of the dentist that he sedated me as a child who probably didn't need to be sedated in order to alleviate her fears. And this culminated when I was approximately 18 years old. And my dentist was nearing retirement. And so he had a dentist his dental office was part of his home, which was like on this cliff lookout 45 minutes out of town in the middle of nowhere on a mountain. Like, just like a difficult place to get, just like not really ideal to go to your dentist, but whatever. And he was that good of a dentist that you went there. And I've been going to him my whole life. And so I didn't have dentist issues as a older child, so I didn't know that I had been sedated, right? And then when my wisdom teeth started coming in, and I only have had two wisdom teeth. Uh, the dentist, my mother was like, you need to get sedated. And I was like, okay. I talked to my dentist and he was like, no. You don't need to be sedated. Your mother would need to be sedated, but at this point, no, you would not need to be sedated. I'm fine with needles by my face. Like, I don't have any fear. And I don't know if it's because as a child I was sedated for these procedures, but there's no fear inside of me at the dentist. I'm very good at all kinds of procedures. I've had doctors stick needles in my eyes to test my eyes and without warning. I'm not joking you. You wouldn't believe that, but it's true. And I really don't have a problem with it. I'm okay with all of that. And so I don't know if one correlates to the other, but regardless, my mother said, you better get sedated. And I'm like, I'm not going to be sedated. We made the appointment, of course, up island in this fucking mountain pass where you have to drive 45 minutes on this winding, scary mountain road that's like dangerous. And no, it's a good story because here's the thing. I I go up and Nana came with me because she was like, "Well, I got to drive you home since you're going to get sedated." I'm like, "I'm not going to be sedated. I'm going to be just fine." And of course, the dentist came in, did the little thing, literally was in and out within 3 minutes. I walked out of the dentist chair after he'd popped out the two wisdom teeth. And my nana in the waiting room was like, "What's going on?" I'm like, "I'm done." She's like, "What are you talking about?" I was like, "I'm fucking done. I'm leaving. I'm driving home." And she's like, "Oh my God." And again, he was just a great dentist and mine was not anything difficult. There was no issues about it. He literally did it in 2 movements. And then I was out of the dentist's office and home. I like had whatever that didn't suck the straw, all that kind of stuff. I followed all the instructions and I was perfectly fine. But it literally was not a problem for me. And I wasn't afraid he froze it properly. It was literally perfect. So I just want you to know that I've had very many good dentist experiences where the dentist takes their time and is very caring and is excellently skilled. So take that as you may. I I urge you to find a good dentist because I've never had a bad experience with a dentist. Oh well, that's a lie. There was one bad experience with an emergency dentist when my sister hit somebody's head on a trampoline and lost her front tooth. But that wasn't my experience. That was hers. One day maybe she'll tell that. Anyways, um, you could be put to sleep from certain dental places. So what I did find a dentist for my daughter who was a pediatric dentist, and she was also a former psychologist. And that was she was so amazing. My mom was like, "Can I go see her?" I was like, she doesn't see adults. She's like, "Well, I really would like to see her." And I asked, and the lady was like, "Only if she's mentally handicapped." And I was like, "No, technically no." Anyways, there is, I'm just saying there are good dentists out there. There are lots of, I don't want everyone to have a bad dentist experience. I've had very many good ones. And I guess it's hard. So my daughter, I didn't sedate for her procedures, by the way. So my mom had bad dentistry procedures we won't talk about in Scotland. That's why she was scared here. I had great ones, even though they sedated me unnecessarily to acquiesce her fears. And then my daughter had great dentistry without being unnecessarily sedated. So there's a way out. But again, it's everybody's experience is different and just take it 1 minute at a time and like, I don't know, bring something like to squeeze on. I'm really not sure. What we have today though to watch, I want you to tell me what you had for dinner. If you didn't know how, or if you didn't like what you had for dinner, tell me what you wish you had. We're watching something different tonight. Normally we watch a lot of people at their bottom in court where people are fucking, they've, they fucked up and we review all of their fuck ups in life. And we don't often go over when people do really well and they are on track and doing good. And so, um, you know, it's, it was a little bit of a ponder for me, because I've come across these hearings before and oftentimes I ignore them because I try and, you know, think, oh, well, would they want, this information broadcast all over? Well, first of all, it's broadcast all over, not by me to begin with. But we often broadcast the bad stuff. Why not the good stuff? So this is a sobriety court hearing where we hear both people that are doing well and then people that aren't doing well. And also in the middle, I don't do well. I fuck up and we lose the video for a little while. So we're going to fix that. We're going to start with though is there's a few things going on in this video. You're going to see why I kept watching it and why I wanted to share it with you guys. I think we can have a good laugh, but also be proud of people as they are going through their sober journeys. And I also like the question that the judge has for everybody in court today. And I think we should also ask it of ourselves. And we're going to go ahead and ask that question. So Courtney's here, Beverly Bradford's here, Dana M's here. What did you have for dinner, Dana? Courtney, did you have chips and salsa? You wish you were having a hamburger, though. I get that. I had a sandwich. Judge Wolf had a heartwarming adoption case last year. A 17-year-old finally got adopted by her foster family. That's so sweet. Oh my God. Sometimes when I really want to cry, I go into that part of YouTube, like adoption part. Or like dogs coming home to soldiers. Anyways, listen. We're going to watch a little bit of this one that fucks up. We're going to stop, but then we have a spot to go to, and I have some things to say. I've actually done my homework on this episode. Be prepared because I have a few things to say because the judge, I think, was making sense almost all the way through, and then you'll see what I'm saying. Never had curry, Lisa. Okay, that has to change. Curry is delicious. We're going to be making that as one of the instant pot meals. Okay, yeah. Curry is delicious. Okay, so first of all, yes, that lady is lying down. And second of all, later on, her dog makes a grand appearance and is uh, introduced by the judge. So just be prepared for that.
Our accountability, different perspectives do matter, self-worth, healthy boundaries, perseverance. We have a lot of things on here. Consistency, patience, acceptance, trusting the process. And I agree with all of that. You actually went on in quite a bit of detail about some of the things that went on this last phase and how you landed where you are.
Yeah, and that was wrote like a month ago. But yeah, so it continues to grow.
So you actually gave me my idea for what I was going to ask everybody today, because you said so much of it, but I'm going to, I guess, ask you specifically, what personal qualities do you possess that are going to help you be successful with your sobriety?
Wow. Well,
okay, wow is a great response, first of all. But seriously, that is our question of the evening that we're going to address together as well. Hi, Grammy Rita. Thank you for being here. The question of the evening is, what personal qualities do you possess that are going to get you XYZ in life? It doesn't have to be sober. It has to be whatever you need to do in your life. So think about that, folks, because at the end of the night or whenever you leave, you're going to share that unless you want to not be cool. I'm just joking. You can not be cool and do it too. But seriously, think about that. It takes a minute. You can do the sort of shoe in responses, but if you really want to use these exercises and think about them, this is what this is about. This is sobriety court, like I said before. So these are people that have committed crimes and then they've been referred to this court because they have problems with addiction. I think a lot of people in the world have problems with addiction, and that's okay. And I think it's proper. That's why I had this discussion with myself earlier. I said, well, should we be showing this? Well, what we showed the fucking other part of it. Why don't we show this part? So a lot of these people are doing well, and I think we should be proud of them and, celebrate in their successes as well. And also I like the judge's question. So let's reflect on that ourselves as we watch.
First and foremost, as most know, my faith I praise God for all of this because I thought I'm going to be here today in the spot. And I guess the willingness to progress both in the community, in my faith, with other people, different perspectives. Let's see, be kind to others. I don't know, I'm on the spot here.
No, you gave me 3 good answers. That's great. Well, you are raising up. You are moving from 2 to 3. You have earned it.
Okay, something else got me. There is some sort of clap function they're using in this Zoom court. I haven't yet to figure it out. I didn't notice at first, but after a few minutes, I realized I'm like, somebody somewhere is controlling the clapping. It's exactly the same length of time every time. Is there an assistant somewhere who's pressing a clap button? Is that what's happening?
Next, we're going to go to moving up from 3 to 4. I have 2 folks doing that. First, let's talk to Jeff Rarick. Jeff, come on up. Jeff has 85 days of sobriety. Do you mind if I talk about your phase of application? The things you've learned are consistency is very important. Personal and mental health feeds sobriety. Regular meetings with feedback from support is also important, and I agree with you on that. You talked quite a bit about managing your pain, and that's been an issue for you. But are you doing better with that now? You feel like you're on the other side of it? You look good. You look
not in anything. Yeah.
okay.
So I went to surgery on my foot, got all the hardware removed. I took care of a lot of it. Got some personal things that were causing some emotional pain, which are behind me. So
that's great. I'm so glad to hear that. I'm hoping we were able to support you at least somewhat through that. I think people will minimize what some constant pain will do to your ability to get through day to day. It just eats and eats at you, and unless you've gone through it, you don't realize how hard that is. And so I'm really pleased that you are past that. So what personal strengths do you have that are going to help you be successful?
I just refuse to give up. Push it.
Okay, so I know the audio's shit because I just thought he said, I'll be using Coke. And I don't think that's what he said to the judge. Most likely.
Day to day, it just eats and eats at you, and unless you've gone through it, you don't realize how hard that is. And so I'm really pleased that you are past that. So what personal strengths do you have that are going to help you be successful?
I just refuse to give up. Just push it forward regardless of the situation, pretty much. Self-sustaining.
Certain stuff.
I'd like to accept the challenge and go with it.
Okay. All right. Well, congratulations. You are now going to be in phase 4.
First, we are allowed to use it as a sober event.
Community service. Yeah, that's what that'll be, and we talked about that today. Community service is what we can count that as. All right, thank you.
Sign up sheet for anybody who wants to volunteer to help, along with the flyer.
Got that, everybody? No.
Sign up sheet and flyer for trunk or treat in the office.
Does everybody know what the trunk or treat is? Yeah. Okay, it's gotten to be kind of a big event. It is a sober event. It takes place right here at the courthouse. One of our graduates puts it on, and he needs help because it's a big event. And so there are sign-up sheets, but this won't be your sober event. You will be helping with this one, and it is a community event, and so that's why our community service can be part of that. It's on Halloween. It starts at what time?
5 to 8.
Okay. So, questions? This is a good lead-in for a couple things. There are a number of other Halloween events happening in the community. Many of them may not be appropriate for you to be at. Make sure you pay attention. There is a thing being called the Spooktacular that is coming up this weekend on October 21st. It has one of its sponsors as the Stoned Goat. So you think that's one you can go to or not?
No.
Right. So some common sense there, but it might not be common sense because as I'm understanding it, some of these are being built for children, even though they are being sponsored by marijuana facilities. So ask if you have any questions. Who is sponsoring it and what is being served at it are things that we will be looking at to decide whether or not this is something we're going to allow. There's a bunch of events for Halloween, so just be aware of that's coming out. The trunk or treat is allowed.
Okay, so this is when I fucked it up, and then we're gonna skip ahead. I already know the number where we're skipping ahead to, because there's something that happens. Hold on, right here. And we'll start listening to it again.
I'm going to go kind of in the opposite direction here for a minute. We've had a few issues. So let's talk to Christina Howard. Where's Christina? Come on down, Christina. You have 2 days of sobriety today. 2. That's what it said. We got you at 2. Okay. And
Actually 68, but
okay. You tested positive for what?
weed.
And you're telling me that you didn't use it?
No, I have used marijuana.
So how do you get 68?
Well, I mean, other than marijuana.
Right.
I'm in a lot of pain.
I understand that, but that's not, you and I are gonna, well, I'm not budging on that one, okay? Many people, I mean, maybe this is gonna be you that you hear me talk about. Stop using methamphetamine.
Yeah.
To me, one of the hardest drugs to stop. I can't stop using marijuana. Right? Who's been there? Who's been in that place? You're not alone. Look out there.
Well, Judge, I'm gonna go ahead and rank on the fucking scale between marijuana and methamphetamine. Go ahead and let them use the fucking marijuana. Are you joking me right now? You're literally taking away this woman's sobriety because she used some weed when she's been clean from meth from that amount of time? You shouldn't. That should be fine. You fucked up on meth or on marijuana, but you're still clean off of meth. You tested her. She's clean.
Raise your hands again, everybody that was saying that. And it is still the mainstream thought that you are replacing one substance with another if you switch from methamphetamine to marijuana.
So instead, would you go to the doctor and get him to prescribe you a bunch of pills that you can take, and that way that'll be fine because we have a note for that? I mean, that's definitely not going to be a different switching from one substance to another. It's so annoying. Seriously, so fucking annoying.
And you got to figure out how to deal with your pain, right, Jeff? You got to figure out how to deal with your life. You got to figure out how to deal with all of that.
I'm trying to deal with my pain. I've been to the doctor 5 times since I got a secret heart, hospital twice. I've had a stress test, a PFT, a blood work, and 2 blood transfusions, ultrasound, EKG, pathology, and DNC. I still have to go to OB/GYN and a cardiologist.
And I am thrilled that you are doing all of that. It's Jeff. Does that sound like
already done?
Does that sound like some of what you went through to get to the bottom of everything? So yes.
Yeah.
You neglect this stuff long enough, it's going to add up.
You see it.
Yeah.
Got air bubbles all over my body. And
so I'm not going to accept that as an excuse for your use of marijuana.
Yeah.
And I'm going to support you while you continue to get to the bottom of your medical issues and address the pain. I know the pain's real. I'm not saying it's not. You understand? So tell me, what strength do you have that's going to help you do this?
Being honest with myself, finding out who I am. I mean, I've done drugs for 40 years, so
They say that the person you were when you started using drugs is, who you are. I was 13 years old when I started using drugs, so I had to find me, and I'm trying to be more joyous in the world.
Yep.
So.
Well, and I hadn't really thought of it this way, because I've always thought that that's an issue because of your maturity, right? You go back to a young age, and so that's going to be a problem. But think also about the visions that you had when you were that age, right? I was going to be the first female president when I was in 6th grade.
So instead I became a judge? What a horrible fucking thing to say. How out of touch are you? Oh my god, I'm such a failure. Oh, like, what the fuck, Judge? It,
But for the first time in my life, I have a goal now.
Right.
So,
But you can go back to that person that saw those things, that saw those possibilities. So see it maybe not as the negative on the maturity, but as the anything's possible, right?
Right.
Because it still is. So we can help you get there. So you are getting a sanction.
Wait, that's the point of that story? Is that your weird origin story that you're gonna use when you run for some presidential or elected office? What the fucking weird thing to say? That's weird. That was not a good story. That had no merit being fucking put on the record in court.
Of going to the jury box with Judge Stuyvesant tomorrow. It's a fun. Who's done the jury box? Wednesdays are busy days at.
Hold on. They have a fucking jury box, like a penalty box in hockey? You're shitting me. Listen to this again, you guys. She's sending this girl to spend the entire day tomorrow in what they call the jury box, watching people get in trouble. Because she smoked a little weed and she's yet been clean from fucking methamphetamine, and you tested her and she's still clean. And nobody's seeing anything good about that. Are you joking me right now? Are you fucking kidding me right now? Wow. Talk about watching something, like just being so fucking stupid about that.
Person that saw those things, that saw those possibilities. So see it maybe not as the negative on the maturity, but as the anything's possible, right? Right. Because it still is. So we can help you get there. So you are getting a sanction of going to the jury box with Judge Stuyvesant tomorrow. It's a fun. Who's done the jury box? Wednesdays are busy days at district court, and so you will get to see her whole criminal docket in the morning and then the rest of her criminal docket in the afternoon. I believe you need to be there by 8:45, is that right?
That's when sentencing starts.
So that's when you need to be there. You'll get a break for lunch, and then you come back in the afternoon and you'll get to watch those as well. Okay? All right, you're good to go. All right, one other one, Taylor Mossman. Taylor has 7 days of sobriety today. Good morning. How are you doing?
Oh, I'm fine.
Yeah?
Yeah.
Really?
No.
You don't look like you're fine.
No, slightly irritated, but it is what it is.
Okay. Anything I can do for you today? No. So yes, you had a positive test to send out to the lab that got smashed along the way somehow. Get checked. It happens. It happens. And this is where I'm looking for acceptance, because we don't have a choice but to count the days. The good news is you're new to the program, so it's not like you lost that many.
Yeah, I was just looking forward to actually phasing up today.
I know. We will get you there. And I will tell you what I say over and over.
So no, Mayor, this is not a AA meeting. This, which is definitely, I would never be broadcasting. I understand the anonymity part of Alcoholics Anonymous, but and I debated about this because it feels like it, but it's not. This is a judge. That's a judge, and she is there giving sanctions, and she is giving advice, and she is making judgment on people, which is the kind of court that we watch a lot of the time. And I really went back and forth with this about whether or not we should watch it. And I really thought we should, because both there's good things happening here and bad things happening here. And, she is going through this with the court. This is a very hands-on type of judicial uh, application. I don't know what you would call it, basically, but this is basically a very hands-on method of the courts handling people that have addiction issues. It is probably very expensive. I don't know exactly. Hi, Donna, Orlando Chiquita, my friend. This is a very expensive way of handling these things, but again, expensive in regards to what? It could be cheap in comparison to housing somebody in a jail. So there's many different things that, you could look at the different options there. This is not, it's sobriety court, and there's, at the end there's a cute exchange between the judge and a dog, which I found was really cute. And for the most part, the people in this court seem to be doing well. A lot of them are on track. And so I'm um, really thankful that they are. And I just wanted to highlight that. you know, we don't necessarily need to know everyone's first and last name, but that whatever the court does. But you know what I'm saying? Like, I just thought we often watch people at the bottom of their addiction when they're being sentenced or dealt with at first appearances, and we hear bad things. And this is a different thing. And so, again, once again, what the judge is asking us tonight, or was asking the people in her court, and I'm asking you, is what feature or what did she say? What she's going to say it again, but what is it about you that will help you move forward in your life? Also, is Jonathan here too? Hello. Everybody who's just arrived, please make sure to go ahead and hit the like button, clock in for your shift. And yeah, like I said, it's a little bit different, and we are going to go ahead and try and enjoy a little bit of this. I wasn't able to get the whole hearing, but I did get quite a bit of it. And there, like I said, there's a dog appearance shortly, which is really cute.
That probably some of you can repeat in the same tone of voice that I say, this is for life. This change is for life. What difference does it make?
Yeah.
Right? Who cares what phase you're in? Who cares where you are? This is your life. And we're going to give you support for a longer period of time. And how can that be bad? I'm sorry, I'm giving lots of opinions already today, but that's just what I think. So Taylor, tell me, what personal strengths do you possess that are going to help you?
Personal strengths I'd definitely say I'm like a go-getter. If I see something I want, I'm definitely gonna get it.
Okay.
And
so how can that equate to something good for you for this program?
I actually want sobriety. I actually want to do better. I want to make my family proud. I want to reestablish the relationships that I did mess up, and I'm gonna get that. So.
Anything else you want to tell me? Anything else going on?
I'm gonna be getting surgery. They have to remove all the metals from my hip, so I don't know exactly when. It'll probably be within the next 2 to 3 months, maybe. So.
Okay. All right, you are good to go. Thanks, Taylor. Right.
Keely Eagle's gonna have to disconnect.
Oh, right. Where is she? There you are, Kaylee. Thank you for waving, getting my attention. Let's get you taken care of. You have 57 days of sobriety. You have a doctor's appointment, and we're going to let you go real quick. How are you doing?
Pretty good. I'm working now, and everything's good. I was kind of sick on Sunday, but I'm working all this week, and we get this weekend off because they're doing inventory. My family's coming to see me, so.
That's awesome. Yeah. Tell me, what personal strength do you possess that is going to help you with your sobriety?
Well, I want my sobriety and I'm open-minded to any opportunities to help me stay sober, and I'm willing.
Okay. Anything I can do for you right now?
Nope.
All right. Go to your doctor appointment. You're good to go.
Thank you. Bye.
Thanks for reminding me on that.
You're welcome.
All right. We are going to have an experiment here at the treatment court. I'm not sure if you know who I'm talking about.
You guys know who we're talking about in the chat. Please go ahead. Identify yourselves if you know that's who we're talking about, to who to experiment with. I'm just joking. Hi, Mikey. Welcome. Yes, apparently in this court you can lay down, and in a moment, the laying down lady is going to also include a cute little puppy. I have to fix the screen for that to happen, though. How are you doing, Mayor? Oh, good. Um, what did you say? Holy crap! One of the channels I'm a mod on that he does maybe one live a year just went live. Well, go ahead and go there, Mayor. You don't have to make a big deal about it. I'm just joking. You even said hello to yourself. Anyways, yeah, this judge is weirdly lenient on people like lying down in court or whatever, but if they smoke weed, she's really pissed off. She makes them sit in the jury box for a whole fucking day, which is a long time. Seriously, that's a long time.
To see if they realize I'm talking about them. Mercy Rowell, Zeta Olinger, come on down. All right, Mercy has 223 days of sobriety. Zeta has 127 days of sobriety. And I haven't seen you guys in person in a long, long time. So how are you?
Good.
What time did you have to get up this morning to get here?
I woke up at 6.
Okay, all right. So
I woke up to her waking me up.
turn toward everybody so they can see you. They were at Twin Counties, and I don't know, were you guys roommates?
No, we were in separate rooms.
Okay, but you were together a lot, and
And
ended up
it seems
becoming
frozen again.
supporters for each other.
Yep.
And Mercy has a place to live. Zeta was needing a different place to live, and the two of them are going to live together. We're going to try this out. Please don't make this a bad idea. I don't know if it will be or not. I think today it's a good idea. I don't know.
Okay, Judge, that was a weird thing to say, but also, thank you, Donna. I know, I love it. It's so expensive. No, it's what is the clap effect that they do? The 2-second clapping. And I know their audio sucks. That's not all my fault. Part of it's my fault, but not all of it is my fault.
How the two of you are going to do. I hope that you are successful, that the time at Twin Counties is everything you needed to get a solid base. The expectation I have is that only the two of you are living there.
Yes.
We're not going to add other people to the mix, and that if this becomes difficult, not everybody can live with somebody, and you two weren't in the same, so maybe you're not cut out for this. Speak up, okay? And we will see what we can do, but hopefully that happens. If it doesn't work out, let us know when you start to have problems, and then we'll try to figure something else out. I appreciate both of your willingness to give this a try as well. So Mercy, let's start with you. What personal strengths do you have that are gonna make me feel like this is gonna be a success?
My determination, my perseverance, my strong will.
Yeah, I agree with you. I think you can miss all those things. That's great. How about you, Zeta?
Probably my open-mindedness to the positive change.
Okay, you two look great.
Thank you.
You look really good. I know that this was hard, and I want to thank you for getting through it. I hope you can. I'm not going to push on the spot. I did that all the time, but you were in Twin Counties to tell me something that you got out of it. We'll have plenty of time to talk about that, but welcome back.
Thank you.
All right, you guys are good. Let's go to some of the people that are still there. I've got Jeff Doyle and Colton Weldon,
Dog.
both at Twin Counties. Hi,
Look at the dog.
Jeff, you have 78 days of sobriety. And how are you feeling?
I was a little under the weather last week, but I'm doing better.
Okay, I was worried about you. It sounded like that was pretty serious.
Yeah, it was, but I'm just taking it a day at a time.
Okay, okay. What personal strength do you have that's going to help you get through this program and stay sober?
My positive outlook on life.
Okay. All right. Anything I can do for you?
No, not at this time.
All right. Thanks, Jeff.
I really want somebody to be like, yes, Judge, I need some help moving this weekend. So would you be able to bring your truck over and help me move the big stuff, please?
Colton, you have, let's see if I can read this, 85 days of. How are you doing?
I'm doing pretty good. I'm working a lot, so I'm kind of exhausted all the time now.
But you're making some money and it's a good job?
Yeah,
We find out the dog is the one with the drinking problem. Like, this is his meeting. His name is Bobby. What's the last name? Oh my God. Is it please something dog? Like it's evil.
I enjoy it. I'm working at Taco Bell here in Three Rivers. It's fun. I worked like later. I get out around 11:30 every night. And I work with a lot of cool people.
Are there the new burritos on the menu?
The steak and bacon grilled cheese burritos.
I think so. I've been seeing them advertised. Are they good?
Oh, they're phenomenal.
They look good. Okay. You gotta go to Taco Bell. You gotta try the new burritos. Yes.
Yeah, I mean, those bills well.
Okay. We got another Taco Bell. I forgot to ask you that. So what's your favorite?
I don't really have them. I eat too much over
They're all good. Who's seen the commercials for the burritos at Taco Bell? Really? I'm the only one that watches that much TV. Okay. All right, but I forget, do you get free food if you work there?
I'll go to a certain amount.
Okay. All right, so you're getting to try all the stuff. All right, Colton, tell me. I know this is like we're on round 2 with this, but it seems like it's working. What personal strength are you reaching for to be successful?
Burrito folding, Your Honor, because I'm working at Taco Bell. And as you just spent more time talking about Taco Bell than you did about me, it's obvious that that's what's important. So my main skill I'm reaching for is taco and burrito folding.
My determination and open-mindedness. I know before I had a lot of determination, but this time it's a little different. Like I want to succeed. I'm meeting these little milestones that I wasn't meeting before to show myself that if I put my mind to something, I can succeed.
Awesome.
And it's helping me out a lot.
Good. Keep up the good work. Good job.
Please, guys, pay attention to the dog. Please pay attention to Bobby the dog in the Bobby screen.
We also have CG there. CG, you're the lone wolf now. Instead of seeing 3 of you on the screen, I only am seeing you. Can you hear me? Oh, there you are.
I can hear you.
With you. I wasn't trying to have Melissa on the call today. Lean in, Melissa. I'll see you too. All right, CG, you have 57 days of sobriety. How are you doing?
I'm doing okay.
Whoa, long clap. Hold on. That was the first long clap.
All right, CG, you have 57 days of sobriety. How are you doing?
I'm doing okay.
What's
I'm
the
finally
I got a visit with my two older daughters, not last weekend, but the weekend before. And then I'm gonna get a visit from the little ones around my birthday,
Which is when?
October 31st.
Your Halloween birthday.
Yeah,
My aunt was a Halloween birthday.
and my 5-year-old's
Which is-
birthday is the 30th.
Okay, all right, so kind of an important time to be together. All right, anything we can do to help with that?
No, not right now.
Okay. What personal strength are you reaching for? What's going to help you be successful with your sobriety?
This time the want to stay sober and everything, so my kids can look up to me instead of everything else. And my positive, my positivity in change, because I've always been scared of change.
I love it. Keep up the good work. You're doing great.
Thank you.
So Melissa, I think actually you are Judge Stuyvesant, so I don't have your sheet. How many days sobriety do you have?
Well, I've been sober since January 23rd, but I did slip and I smoked weed in the middle of February when I had COVID. So.
Right. And I know we had the finding that you will never agree with where I said that you did use. So since then, how many days of sobriety approximately?
Since that, I don't know. I couldn't tell you.
I know. I'm thinking it's probably around 60 days at this point. So let's give a round of applause. I had a feeling I might see you on the screen. And so, what personal strength are you reaching for that's going to help you continue your sobriety?
My faith in God.
That's helpful to you. Anything else?
Being resilient.
Absolutely. I agree with you. We've got to just keep going at it, right? Don't let anything get you down.
Right.
All right. Hang in there, both of you. Thank you.
Thank you.
Judge?
Yes.
I put in my paperwork to phase up. Do you know if I got that from 2 to 3?
Judge Stuyvesant.
Heather has it, but if
Look at the dog. Like, look at this screen grab right now. Look at this screen grab right now. I. How is that even happening? Is he on the laptop? Like, how is his face taking up the entire fucking screen? Oh my god. Well, just wait, because you know what? We're going to be introduced to the dog shortly, and that's exactly why I kept this clip. One of the many reasons, but one of the biggest reasons. Anyways, also, if you're just getting here, please go ahead and clock in for your shift by hitting that like button. Super helpful, free. Helps me. So subscribe.
it's not me, because you're a felony, but you are in the sobriety court. So it's actually Judge Stuyvesant that has it, and it's being processed. Or
Judge Stuyvesant would like you to redo it. She said that you failed to take personal accountability, so I will send you another application to fill out.
All right, there you go. Thank you.
Are we good to log off?
No.
Or do we have to stay?
You can go. You're good. And same with Colton
Melissa?
and Jeff. You guys are good too.
Yeah, you can stay.
I have a question for you real quick, Your Honor.
Yes.
So I've been trying to be able to go to Celebrate Recovery, but my case manager keeps saying that I have to get it approved from Miss Langston in order to be able to go. And he just keeps giving me the runaround on it.
She is not here, but Heather, can you follow up with her and ask about that? We will find out. I'm happy to do that.
All right, thank you.
Thanks, Colton.
Yep, you have a wonderful day.
You too. And I'm just going to take care of Bobby Joe while I'm at it, although I'm enjoying looking at her dog. Dave.
His name is Dave.
Dave. Hi, Dave. Dave.
Dog's name is Dave! Woo! What a throwback, if anybody knows.
is not here, but Heather, can you follow up with her and ask about that? We can find out. I'm happy to
Okay.
do that.
All right, thank you.
Thanks, Colton.
Yep, you have a wonderful day.
You too. And I'm just gonna take care of Bobby Joe while I'm at it, although I'm enjoying looking at her dog, Dave.
Dave. His name is Dave.
Dave. Hi, Dave. Dave, can you hear me? Dave? Hi, Bobby Joe. I didn't mean to ignore you. Bobby Joe has 78 days of sobriety. And I'm turning so that I can look you in the eye. How are you? I can't hear you. I think you might be muted.
Okay. I had to unmute it. I had to get rid of the dog.
I understand. Is he a good companion for you?
Yes. Yes, he is.
Good.
He was watching the whole court thing. He likes to watch TV.
Not all dogs can watch TV, but some can, and it's really cool. My daughter's puppy can do that. My coonhounds can't, but the dog can actually see the TV. It sits and watches it. Does anybody else have dogs that can do that? Crazy.
Yeah.
So Bobby Joe, I know that you're recovering, and I hope that it continues and that you are pain-free soon. Can you tell me what personal strengths you're leaning on right now?
Yeah, determination.
Absolutely. Absolutely. And hopefully you've got a large dose of that you can use. Anything else?
The willingness to get better and the support that I have from everybody and the support that I give myself. But
Absolutely.
really, it's mostly my strength and determination.
Okay. Well, thanks for sharing. Anything we can do for you right now?
No. Nothing we could do, but I just want to say that they did prescribe me Norcos, as you know, and I've been doing very good on those. So I try not to take them. Dave, move. Like, that's it.
Dave.
You brat. Yeah, so
dogs like to be the center of attention. It's just the way they are.
Yeah, I've been trying to not take them because I'm afraid I have addictive personality that I might get addicted to something else.
And I totally get that. And that's why it's really hard. You've been using meth, you've got these health issues that you've got to address, and you finally address them, and then you've got to have drugs to take to deal with the pain that you have for addressing the issues. And we're here to support you. I think you're coming at this the best way that you possibly can. And okay. I'm going to give you some of the reassurance that Leo was asking for. It's going to be okay. We're going to get through this. I think you're doing everything right.
Absolutely. If I don't fall again.
Nope, we're gonna think positive. That's not gonna happen. We're gonna put you in bubble wrap so you're fine.
Yeah, right.
All right, you can stay on the call with Dave if you want to, or you can hang up. Whatever feels good. Okay.
Okay.
All right.
Leave Dave on. Leave Dave on. Leave Dave on.
All right. I don't think we have Jana on the call for the whole house, right?
No, she was supposed to. I'm not sure what happened.
All right. So I think everybody else I have is here. So jumping in, Nick. Where's Nick? Nick is notoriously supposed to be. I don't think he's using. I just think he struggles with scheduling. We'll deal with that. Speaking of struggling with scheduling.
Speaking of struggling with scheduling, and we stopped because that's the way it is when you have ADHD and you struggle with scheduling and recording things on TV. By TV, I mean YouTube. Guys, I thought that was interesting for us to watch. Like I've said many times, we watch a lot of negativity just by its nature. That's what court is a lot of the time, is dealing with criminal behavior, accusations, and all those different kinds of things. So once in a while, it's nice to see a different side of a court where they are able to, show a bit of a softer side. Although I don't know about that judge. you know. I'm sure the video's fucked up, you know. I have some for tomorrow night. We have Judge Matthew Hagan. It's downloaded, not recorded. It'll be perfect audio and nothing to do with me. And that's what we'll be watching for our Wednesday evening. But this one I did record. So, and it stopped whenever. But yeah, and thank you for being here, Crystal. I saw that you entered. I think that it's really important that people recognize. I'm glad the judge is able to take the time to do these things. I hope that these people are as engaged with their sobriety and their recovery as they purport to be. I would love for you to share in the chat before we leave tonight what the quality that you possess that gets you through the day. It's not always obvious to all of us, and sometimes it's hard to think of those things about yourself. So that's your homework assignment for right now. Go ahead and think of that quality that you possess that makes you able to make it through the day, deal with this difficult situation, etc., etc., etc. Type it in the chat. At least you've got sense of humor. That's a really good one. Sometimes I laugh and other people don't laugh, and I'm a little worried. Maybe I don't have the same sense of humor as everybody else, but that's a really good one to have, Lisa. I think that the judge in this case had a really good way of turning things into a positive spin, and that's very helpful when dealing with addicts and people that are going through different situations. Aw, Orlando Chiquita says, great friends like yourself. Oh, that's a really great option too, and a really great thing to say. Support around you. And remember that reaching out to people is not as crazy as it seems, and that everybody does really want to help. You will be surprised. Tenacity and a good sense of humor. I agree. I agree. Can bullshit a bullshitter. Ooh, Crystal, I like that. Anyways, you guys keep writing them in here. We are going to have some fun as we go on. I have some really fun plans that I've thought about doing, starting with the New Year's party that we are going to be doing, that we talked about last night, that will be happening. I've already been planning it today. It's already going to happen. It's been decided. New Year's, you've all got plans. I mean, if you have real plans, go ahead and go, but come on, none of y'all got real plans anyways. So anyways, I know it's a short one, but that's what we have for this evening. Tomorrow we have Matthew Hagan to look forward to, and I am so thankful that you were all here. Please remember that I love you, I'm proud of you, and I will see you tomorrow. Bye. Giving more than you receive, such a good one. Keep putting them in the chat, you guys. I like to see them.